do exactly. I said this thing last week, I'll share it again this week. So, to some of us that did not watch the social review, maybe we were not here last week when we talked about social media mastery. So, I'm assuming I want to do this. Today, now, I've made up my mind. One niche, are you in? One niche. We talked about what if you want to monetize. Which social media do you want to monetize? Facebook. What kind of videos do you want to post? Skills. What kind of skills? Graphics content. That's what we call niche, which is more like this is niche. It's more like what topics is going to be your concern. Like his niche is graphics. You understand? That means the only people that are categorically going to be interested in whatever he's going to be sharing are what? People who do graphics, right? Beautiful. So the way to look at this now, very easily, is to ask myself, how big is the graphics industry? Do you understand? What video has the highest number of views on Facebook talking about graphics? Because you most likely not go above that for the next 3-4 years. Because that person that got that one took him 10 years to get there. Do you understand? And so when you are in a niche where the highest view is 10 million or 5 million, you get, there's a possibility of you going viral. But there's what we call average niche views, which is more like an average channel. A channel that is not a big channel and it's not a small channel. What is your average views? Do you understand? If that average view is not enough for you to, if that cannot be your max and you can be monetized, you should not try to approach it from that niche. Do you understand? So there is always the idea that, for instance, he wants to do videos on graphics. His mind is going to be telling him to do videos around how to design with Photoshop. Do you use Photoshop? Like what do you use to design? Pixel Lab. Okay. So how to design with Pixel Lab or how to design with Canva. Except that's the amount of people who care about that are still very little, you understand? But there is a way you can do that, the amount of videos. So I talked about it last week, that there are critical factors to success on social media. The first one I mentioned is numbers. The more you do, the better your advantage. I showed us a channel that got money, it got monetized, and it got to 4 million views in 1 month on YouTube. 4 million total views for the entire channel in 1 month, 30 days. They put out 52 contents in almost 2 months, in almost 1 month. 52 content. It's a game of numbers. There's another lady, her channel got to 275,000 subscribers, over 13 million views on the YouTube channel. She put out 3,600 content or thereabouts. Averagely, she posted 3 times a day for 7 months. So it's a numbers game. This is the reality of the thing most people will not tell you. They will just tell you, do YouTube. You understand? It's a numbers game. Another thing I mentioned is that it's a time game. When you start and you're like posting, let's say you're posting every day, don't stop posting every day till one of your videos break into that high. Those guys that do high videos, 100,000, 200,000, 100,000 for YouTube is what I consider viral. You get, if you are still doing 10K, 20K, that's okay. That's average. 100K is what we consider viral. You get. So until it breaks into that space, you get, don't stop. You can stop or tweak or arrange after you have one video has broken it. You understand? But if you are still posting, you're not getting any success and you stop, all the work you have done, you should be like, I'm not serious. That's what happened to you, right? That's story, right? So people don't get it. Like it's like, you know, we plan race, relay race. You understand? You hand over baton after you have reached 100K. So what you do is that you plan. For instance, my company we have like 5 channels. that we are working on. We are creating videos for the next 6 months before we even start posting on them.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because that's the consistency problem you get. So as soon as you stop, it breaks the flow. Yeah. We had a channel that was averaging in shorts, literally almost 10k views, averaging. And then we stopped before the channel took up again. And they demonetized the channel, just start breaking those little things you get. So the game you need to play if you ever want to succeed on social media is that you need to consider time investment. You understand? Like I'm putting 6 months. Like my company's YouTube channel now, we have 100 videos planned for June, 100 videos planned for July, and everything has to be developed before then. The shooting, the editing, you understand? Because you can monetize it in 1 month or 2 months, but I told you the problem is not monetization. After you monetize, you do $1 you want to collect. There's what YouTube call payment threshold. Payment threshold is at $100. That is that is to say that even if your channel is monetized, they will not give you a dime until you reach $100 in the money. Do you understand? It's called payment threshold. So there are people with monetized channels that their channel haven't gotten up to $100 in 6 months. Do you understand? So they'll say in the gold rush, it's the people that are selling shovels that actually make the most money. The people who get the most views are the ones telling you how to get views. If I go on YouTube and I start talking about these things, I want to start watching my videos. Do you understand? So, but the real idea is this: people who are succeeding in other niches, this is how they succeed. They pick a niche. I usually advise people, pick a niche that is, they'll tell you to niche down. Make sure you pick a niche, but take a broader approach to a niche. And it's in your mind. I can do a video on how to use Pixel Lab. Do you understand? Or I can do a video on which designs are better, Pixel Lab or Canva. Do you understand? Or Lightroom. Comparing, you understand? Or do a video talking about Pixel Lab and how you can make money with Pixel Lab. Not graphic design. Do you understand? Pixel Lab. Some people will know, will be like, what is Pixel Lab? And then they'll start watching. Do you understand? You take a broader view because you are thinking in audience. Do you understand? You are thinking in audience, you get. So you are not thinking in niche because you're going to get some views. Reasonable views, which will help you if you get to other monetization models. Do you understand? Because you don't need to this thing. So if I want to do graphics is small, but let me just use it anyway. So my niche is Pixel Lab. Have to pay me after now. So my niche is Pixel Lab. So I'm going to go online and search. I want to have literally 100 of the most watched videos on graphics, especially mobile graphics, not just Pixel Lab. Do you understand? Mobile graphics. And then you see all those 100 videos. I will have to look for a way to recreate them myself. Like, if I cannot recreate it, I will recreate something close to it. I watch the video, this guy did this thing well. Not this one well, but he did this one very well. You don't even know this one. You copy everything he did well, look for the one he did not do well, add to it, recreate all the 100, all of them, first. Now, it's a principle I teach you guys. We talked last week. The way the social media algorithm works, I use this challenge as an example. How many of you know that cold ice in bucket challenge? That trend now, that you see somebody put ice in a bucket and dip his head inside. The guy that started the trend was doing his daily life routine. He was averaging at about 5 million subscribers, a fitness guy. He started it, he shoot up to 400 million views on literally significant number of his posts. Do you understand? Very significant number of his posts. And then something started happening. The algorithm saw that people were liking the views and everything. Other people that were copying him, for instance, I don't have any followers, I don't have any views. I'm managing my 1K, 2K views, you understand? Somebody created a post. 400 million people watched it. Do you understand? Like 10 million of them liked it. You get? And then I replicate that same post. They carry my video to all those 400 million people. Do you understand? Okay. So the algorithm now be like, since these videos look alike, because those of you that do computer science, computer sees ones and zeros. That's all it sees. 1 and 0, 1 and 0. You understand? So he's seeing the whole 1 and 0 of that video. And he's seeing the similarity in these codes. You understand? And so he picks that one and looks for a fraction of the 400 million people. Do you understand? A fraction of them, and does what? Sends the video to them. So you will have an average, above average view count just by replicating that. I'm not just saying it. One other guy, I saw, like, I watched the video. I know when the trend started. I watched it, and I'm like, this guy is out of law. And then he's at 15 million, 10 million in 2 months. 10 million followers in 2 months. And so he blew up completely. And so they started showing me other people's video that I was not interested in. But then this guy now happened to like. This is me, oh, it's not like this is me. As of when I started following the guy, it was at 1 million. The guy copied everything the other guy was doing. I think he's one of his students because he also trains people, because the other guy likes his post. So that's why I followed him, because they look alike. They are black, the other one has hair, you understand? As I started following this other one, before I know, 2 weeks later, he has 3 million. And then this guy just copied this guy. So an entire niche of fitness influencers are being pushed by the algorithm just because of one person's trend. So just in case you feel like you cannot be a copycat, you will never succeed on social media. The secret is copying. Do you understand? Like, the social media is made up of, no, some people will be like, doesn't mean that it cannot be original. No, they don't used to start by being original. You copy. Do you understand? Your 10K to 100K followers. No, you not necessarily, you will solve problems. You have to offer any value to people. You understand? It's the second, please you guys need to watch the previous videos. I can't really go back to that. I taught 3 social media mastery strategies already. So one of them is demand supply continuous, which is like, look for what people really want. Do you understand? We call it SEO. For instance, you go to YouTube and you type, go to your YouTube now, type Pixel. What? Pixel Lab. Like, we are using his niche. Just go to YouTube and search Pixel Lab. You're going to see suggestions down. So those suggestions, you can even go to Google too, do the same thing. Those suggestions are telling you what people are most likely looking for. Do you understand? Does Pixel Lab work on iPhone? Does Pixel Lab, do you understand? You get the point. So all those things are literally what people are searching for. So when you start creating videos on that, you get the point. Your first set of videos should be you what? Copying others. Your second set of videos should be you genuinely answering questions and helping people. First set will give you followers that you borrowed from other people. Second set will make other people understand that you too are valuable. Do you now understand the point now? You get. So the third one, you see, when you begin to get to 100K to, let's say, 10 million, let's know, 100K to 1 million, it's partnerships and collaborations. That's why you see some influencers, as soon as they get to 100K, they start collaborating with other influencers. You start seeing, they start doing, those skit makers. You see one small one has rise small, he has gone viral. He goes and look for another one and be like, let's do skits together. It's collaboration that makes it happen. The first 1 million will be on the grounds of collaboration. After 1 year, you need to create your own new style for you to grow beyond that. That's where authenticity counts. Do you understand? You don't know that if you manage to be authentic here, you can go viral, don't get me wrong. But that is what we call exceptions. Do you understand? There are the X in equations. You get that they so find X. Do you understand? And those ones are exceptions. Extreme exceptions as a matter of fact. Do you understand? So what you need to be familiar with when it has to do with social media monetization or mastery, because we're talking about that, is remember what I told you, boss, what's his name again? Chinedu. Okay. So Chinedu, first set of videos has to be what? Copied. Second set of videos genuinely help people. Third set of videos. Now for YouTube, you may not be able to collaborate, you understand? But you want to be able to look for a way to tap into other people's stuff, other people's influence. So there are practical ways for you to do it, you understand? Another way is to react to some people's videos. You see some influencers, some people have grown to a point, somebody like William Suchemba, his Facebook has grown to a point where what he does is just react to people. You understand? You see some big people, they have grown to that point, they are reacting. That's all they are doing. Reacting to other people's posts. It's not because they don't have original content to create, because they have gotten to a growth stage that they need to break through and they need to tap into other people's own fame. You get the point? So this is like the basics when it has to do with social media. So by the time I'm done with all these things, there is no way on earth, especially if I'm consistent. Let's say 3 videos a week or 2 videos a week. Some people like, I don't advise people to do 1 video a week. Like 52 videos is like 52 chances of success on YouTube. You are most likely not going to succeed, bro. Like you only have 52 chances. Where do you even start learning from? You get. And so if this is what we can't do that now, but when we are doing a social media mastery and monetization training, those of you that will join in, that's what we are going to do is called building systems, which is like, what does it take for him, for instance, what we are looking, if you sign up for training and we are looking at your brand, what does it take to do 1 video? You understand? 1 video, what does it really take you? Do you use screen record? Do you use this thing? You understand? We would make sure you pick a video type that is easy for you to do and that you can do a whole lot of. Do you understand? Now you don't need complicated setup, because I heard guys talking about studio lights, all those things. Those are complicated. I've watched some videos that have miserable on YouTube. Like I feel very disheartened because I was watching them because I needed to understand the context of culture. I feel like Indians. This is somebody who use their cotton. This is fine. I can eat this banana, very good banana. Somebody like now rough cotton. You get it? There's one who use the front of their house, like using the ocean wall here now. Do you understand? Because the person doesn't have studio lights, how many one of the best lights to use is daylight? When he has to do shooting stuff. This studio light complicates your matter. If you see people that use studio light, you're going to realize their videos are dark. Because they use just small studio light, the background is usually dark with one small light. It's because what it takes to do a full stack studio full field light is not this one, or do you understand? When you step back, when people are showing you behind the scenes of movies, you see one big light up, and then you see another big one by the side. You get it's a lot of gear and power. You understand? So they just do conservative style. They face the light somewhere by the side of the face, and then off their lights, no other light to show you, just that one. And their camera is just like in front, you understand? It's a way to effectively still do it. Does it make sense? Good. So you have to find out what kind of video can I do faster. You get what kind of video is good but are slower. Do you understand? You have to do more of the ones you can do faster, less of the ones you can do slower, but you must do the both of them. You get, because you need to increase your chances of success. Do you understand the point? So this is basically how I'm going to approach it. The first sort of videos that I'm copying, I have to ask myself which one is faster, which one is slower. The second set of videos that I'm actually learning, I'm teaching people, I have to pick the one I want to use myself, the one that is faster. If it's me on my phone, normal phone showing my screen record, I'll do it. If it's me on my laptop, I will do it. But it has to be less editing. Do you understand? Less editing, less complication, just value. Do you get the whole point? Because that's how you scale and increase. And then using consistency, this is just basically what I will do. Do you understand the point? So now let's look at other monetization strategies besides ad revenue, particularly for YouTube. It's a stream still like. So if you're like, okay, YouTube monetization is fast spent. How else can I monetize? That's what we call affiliates. Now, there's so many ways to do affiliate marketing, especially when it has to do with YouTube. But the easiest one would be for you to use platforms that offers you a cut. For instance, especially somebody like this design guy. So there are other software companies that are doing design, and they have commission and referral bonuses. You go and get a referral link. You talk about their software. People use the link, and then you make money. It's very simple. You understand? So I'm going to give you a lot of money. For instance, there is this affiliate platform. Oh, I've forgotten it, but we're going to look at it during the master, either the master class or our full training. We'll look at everything deeply. The platform gives you significantly like 50% of the money people pay. So the higher affiliate revenue, the higher the affiliate revenue, the more money you can actually be able to make from it. Okay? And so affiliate marketing can be anything. Sometimes you can do affiliate by, let's say you're creating videos on Pixel Lab. You understand? And then there's somebody who's doing a Pixel Lab training. You don't have time to do training, you don't want to do training, you don't know how much training you get. You ask the person, how much are you doing your training? The person's like 20K. I'm like, what if I bring one student? How much will you give me? The person say, I'll give you 5K. I say, no, give me 10. Because you're not doing anything, I'm just bringing these students for you. You understand? And then we now bring it down to 8. You get. And so you now market, like those of you that are interested, you understand, send me a DM, you get. And then I'll connect to a training company that does this. So for everybody, imagine if that is the video, maybe you're teaching something, and that's the video that went viral. That's what I tell a lot of people. We call it channel architecture. For YouTube, it's called channel architecture. It's what it takes for your video to go viral is hundreds of thousands of views, maybe at least 100,000. You are going to still get it though. But the problem is that people have no revenue inside it. If you have put $1 free ebook, do you understand? And out of 100,000 people that watch the video, 1,000 people say they want to use $1. Do you get and buy that free ebook, just $1 so that they can collect it because they think it's valuable? 1,000 out of 100,000. What happens? You create a revenue stream. Automatically, you are not monetized, but you just made $1,000. Do you understand? And so these are like things. So they are affiliate revenue. Before you start your YouTube channel, sit down and consider all these things. What product can I do affiliate for? Before your first video, that's what we call building your channel architecture. It's that you can start making, this applies for YouTube, TikTok, this applies for every single monetization platform you're using. So if you decide to just look for only ad revenue, you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table. Do you understand? Like some people, if I were going around teaching people on YouTube how to, of course, which I obviously it's in our content strategy, teaching people how you can do YouTube, you understand? I'm just going to leave one 3K or 5K training program. Do you understand? Link in the comment section. If you want a full training where I show you back end of how we're able to work on a YouTube channel, blah 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 blah. Okay, me I have experience. If you don't have all the tricks and tips I've learned, that's what you should tell them. You understand? Like there's a free book on all the tips and tricks I've learned online. You get, and I want to give you for 1,000. You understand? So the whole idea is this: you're going to give up if you don't have anything that's what motivating you. That's why people don't succeed. There's no motivation, so they just give up. You get. So this is for affiliate revenue. Then we have for memberships and subscriptions. You see some channels where they tell you for YouTube you need 3,000 watch hours, not 4,000. If you have 3,000, you can now have memberships on YouTube. Yes, you can. Membership is where your subscribers, you're offering them something for them to pay you every month. For instance, if I have a channel where I'm talking about digital skills and how to make money, and then in my channel, I'm like, those of you that are going to pay 1,000 naira, every month to me. I'm going to send you a special video showing you get. That's what they call text. They call it text for membership. YouTube have it, Facebook has it, TikTok have it. They call it membership and subscriptions. So I can create my membership service. Do you understand? The things I'm going to be offering to people, you get, if they become members of my channel. You understand? Sometimes I can say, oh, I'll give you a free course and certification. You get, if you subscribe for membership. Does it make sense? So these are like various things that people can actually get. So this is called membership and subscription. Like I said, when you're planning on doing what we call channel strategy or brand strategy or YouTube strategy or TikTok, anyone, like I can't look at it basically. I'm trying to look at the short way. Like if you're starting up, these things I just told him now about how to get videos, it's called strategy. That's what we call it, content strategy. So those of you that will be attending our master classes for the full training, we are going to be teaching you how you can come up with your content strategy, your channel architecture, which is all these things, you understand? And then, assuming you fail, I always tell people, for instance, we're having a YouTube training with somebody in Lagos online, and he has a channel and a backup. You always have to have a plan B. So you have one channel you're using your face, you have the second one that you're using voiceover and AI to do. Do you understand? That one you can put one video a week on it. Do you understand? But what if the other one succeeds? Right, this one is still here. You get. So the whole idea is that the more you know and you experience things, the better you get at it. You may realize that your second channel is all of a sudden doing 2K views. Your first channel, 500, 300, you understand? What should you do? Change gear, you get. This one that is doing 2,000 views, there's something I'm doing right, sending to more videos, you get. So I always tell people, irrespective of whatever your plan for monetizing social media is, you must always have two ways to approach it, especially YouTube. Especially YouTube, you get. Now some people tell you, put your all your energy into one channel so that you get the best results. I wish that was the case, because that one channel will take you time and energy. Like, it's not going to be easy one way or the other, so why make it easier? Do you understand? Like, one channel is going to be hard, you get. Instead of you to do hard, why don't you just do the same hard and have two options? Do you understand? So it's already hard. You can't make it easier. Do you understand? There's no hack you want to. I'm sure some of you, as well as you're interested in YouTube monetization, you would have gone on YouTube and told yourself one day, I want to learn a lot about monetizing. After you are done with 200 videos, you still came down to the fact that there are what? There are no hacks. You get. It's already hard. It will still be hard. The plan is be strategic. Have a good approach to it. You understand? This doesn't work, you can do this, you understand? Sometimes I don't tell people, you can sell an entire channel. You guys don't get it. So in the master class, we're going to teach you buying and selling of channels. So there's a platform where you buy channels and you sell channels. Whether the channel is monetized, $2, $5, you can sell a channel. You can put videos in a channel and somebody has a way to monetize it. Do you understand? There are also hacks in monetization. I really don't like teaching that, but some of you may want to, some of you that are business minded, you get, maybe like, I can build an entire monetized channel and I will send it. That's some people, the only job. Like, there's a partner we work at India. The only thing the guy does is monetize channels and sell. And he sells them at $500. You get $500, $300. Already monetized. So this 4,000 watch hours on board. It's gotten for you already. Yes. Yeah, I know you bought a channel in 2022 now. Yeah, we bought 2 channels, not even one. Because we are studying the YouTube algorithm, how it works with monetize and how it works with non-monetize, you understand? Like, if my company trains and teach, and we are also interested in investing in content, so you can't have one-sided knowledge of it. I'm not a freelancer. You get. So some of you, that's why we are teaching you these things, that's how we know them. It took us millions of naira to learn and to be able to put all these things into place. So when you're building your channel architecture, you also have what they call strategy documents too, which is like some of you have the money to hire video editors. You have the money to hire graphic designers, you understand? It's your strategy that you will show them. This is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to do. You understand? Some people have enough money, they can put $5,000 investing in YouTube channel. Yeah. I don't know whether you guys see them. All those videos, they will tell you YouTube automation video. You can sign up, we'll manage the channel for you. All you need to pay is $3,000, $5,000. We'll get you a script writer, a video editor, a this. Yeah, some people have that leverage to do that. Okay, they can do that. And so YouTube is a business. Like people don't like it's not a side hustle. Do you know that? It's a business. There's a guy that he manages 150 channels. Well, it's a business, travels around the world. His only work is to sit down and check videos. No, this thing is not working. This channel is doing poorly. Do you understand? That's all he does. Some people, some of his friends gives him money to invest into a YouTube channel. Who have $3,000, $5,000. Get me a channel. Monetize it. Let me see how much I can be making every month. Do you understand? A channel may take $300, $400 to run, and maybe bring me $5,000 every month. So it's a business. It's a business. So, but you don't need to approach it as a business. You guys can just take the simple approaches we're talking about. Okay? So this is like basically how we're going to approach the monetization. Are we clear with that? So we've gone to memberships and then products. This is one I like. Like I like this because why shouldn't you have a product? You understand? Does people that have what they call presets? They have presets. Yeah. You can sell presets. You can sell presets. You can sell. Does they have premium?
I have a question. When you talk about the products, like people that are into preaching, that's my niche.
Okay.
I'm into preaching, prayer, word of God, and all that.
Yeah.
So what kind of thing can somebody sell?
So frankly speaking, anybody into ministry, it's a different ballgame altogether. First, the relationship with God and whether you have influence or not determine whether you should take my advice or not. I'm going to give you advice, but they are all subject to the leading of the Holy Spirit and your relationship with God. So if I were to do I don't think I'm going to give this advice, but if I were to be doing it like practically, you understand. And so the very first thing is everybody who is a Christian, blessed by ministry, has an opportunity or should be given an opportunity to give. Yes. You understand? Your ministry can be supported without anything. Just ask. You understand? If you want to support this work we are doing, I don't know, big ministers do it. Andrew Womack. Do you know that? Big ministers do it. Now, some people, for instance, people like Bishop Oyedepo, most of our sermons, some of them will never do it. Okay? Because they are consecrations, the same thing I said. But generally, ministry-wise, come on, you can ask. Another thing is to create maybe a book that, for instance, there's something God has helped you to do. Maybe it's to have a consistent prayer life. You understand? And you share your journal and your experience and how God helped you with it. Okay? You understand? And you give it out for people the way Andrew Womack says it. He said, we're giving this out for free, but for a donation of. You understand? You can do it for $1. You can be like, okay, I'm giving this free to anyone, you understand? But you can just access it with $1, that's about $1.5. No, it falls on that product. You understand? It falls on that product. You get. So these are like very, very tiny things. Aside ad revenue for a preacher, you can just ask people to support the ministry. You get. Specifically, if this has blessed you, you can support us. Make sure there's a link for them to support us. That's the problem, you understand? The problem with which I'm going to get to, I wish I'll have the time to do that anyway. But like when we are doing the full master class, that's the reason why I genuinely want every single. If you can't sign up for the master class, at least sign up for our full training. I could also say it the other way around, but I prefer the full training we will look at, we'll train you for ministry because it's a different YouTube ball game. You don't like, the idea is that you can't use what I'm telling him to do this thing. It's a very sensitive, you understand? Somebody like him that wants to do public speaking, like two of us, like are almost the same niche, you understand? But your game is different from his own. How you get ideas, what you say, your content is your game. Do you understand? Your personality, your charisma. You get, he has a serious role. This guy can just come and say, okay, everybody, this is how to do Pixel Lab, and they will be listening to him whether he's active, he's not active. They will just listen. If they are bored, they will go back to the video after because he is helping them. They don't have a choice. He has an answer to what they want to learn, simple and short. But your own, they will choose to. I don't like the way this guy is speaking. And they go and look for another video. Do you understand? You get. And so there's a whole lot of details when it has to do with YouTube. A whole lot of details. So you need to be very, very like specific in your approach. It doesn't apply to other platforms, very frankly. YouTube is just a game changer on its own. That's why people who succeed on YouTube, they don't have problems, half a problem. You get. They just, when you have that $1,000 coming every month, you understand, you cannot make better risks in life. You get. So their services, which is great for somebody like me, you understand. But servicing can be teaching, it can be, let me help you do this, you understand. And so, very practically, it's easier for somebody like you, consultants, and then these are our bosses, I don't say easy document to get. CAC, right? Yeah. And tax, I saw tax. Yeah. Tax. I can't say this on camera, but we'll talk after that. Like one of my companies, I have tried. Oh my God. So you can do services, you understand. But the approach is this: if he wants to create a YouTube channel, the ball game is different because you cannot come every day and be talking about why you should register a business. They will be tired. They know why already. Do you understand? You have to look for a way to blend it. You understand? You get. But one of your videos can be business registration in Nigeria versus business registration in Ghana. Which one is easier? You get. 5 easiest countries to register a business in. You're passing the same message, but the creativity is. People will be like, I want to know whether my country is there because it's hard in my country. Do you understand? Some people will be like, the 5 hardest country to register a business in. You understand? How a Nigerian can register a business in the US. And you don't need to be an expert. You just need to go to ChatGPT and ask how. And then come and tell people how. Do you understand? It's a very simple thing. You get. It's the ideation. That's why trainings are important. Working with people who already have an idea. Some people, you see their boring YouTube channel. Very niche things. You're like, you get. So services are like almost my favorite. You get. We have 2 companies that we do services on. What we sell are services. We create content just to sell our value propositions and our services. And then there are brand deals and UGC. Now, if you have a YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers, or even 500 and 1K view, you get. You can just go and meet any company and say, I create videos. I mean it, any company practically. And just tell them, I do videos. What do you do, sir?
I'm just into this, I'm just into this
Digital marketing. Your own Facebook ad.
I did
Which one do you do now with digital marketing? Okay, just to gain knowledge. So let's assume he's a digital marketing. We have a digital marketing course as well. So if you're interested, he's doing digital marketing and he wants to go for brand deals. You get? He wants to go for brand deals. He has a YouTube channel where he talks about digital marketing strategies, businesses should work and all that. You get? He can go to a company that practically offers digital marketing services. You get, or maybe people who offer, let's say there's someone who runs Facebook ads. You understand? And you want to create 10 Facebook videos on just Facebook ads, but you're not interested in running the ads. You can go to the person and be like, I want to talk about you in 10 videos. You get. 10 videos, you understand? Do you have an affiliate link, or I want you to support this thing with 20k or 30k? I will send you all the videos, you can have access to them, you can use them for ads. The way some other small influencers do it is, maybe I sell glasses, you understand? This is my, sorry, man, can I use this? Thank you. I sell customized, this is my brand, you get? They buy it, they do videos with it, 5, 10, send it to her. It's a company, you understand? And tell her, do you like any of these videos? You can run them as ads. Do you understand? And then she now pays them after they're done. So they call it brand use and user generated content. You get? Somebody can go to skill now and do maybe a skill student that signed up for our training online can do 10 videos about skill and come to us and say, look at these videos. Like, is there anyone you like? We gave, how much was that? 40,000 naira. We spent 40-50k on the content challenge. We paid people because they did content. We just wanted to encourage our students. Do you understand? Imagine if somebody intentionally said they want to do an ad for us, how much are we going to pay them? Do you understand the point now? So a lot of brands are, their marketing team are thinking, how do I do an ad? You understand? So I can just have a TikTok channel, you get, that talks about a particular niche. Go to all the skill training companies, be doing ads for them. 5 skill training companies that you must go to. The first, do you understand? And then you make money. Some of them may be like, oh, they're not interested. You leave them, go to the next one. Do you understand? The goal is that one of those videos, you will still create videos, right? So it's not like you have a choice. You will create videos, it's not better you're making money off the videos you're creating. So if I want to do TikTok now, as a person now, like this, I want to start from scratch. I will pick a niche, I'll go and look for 20 brands. I will create videos that will make them feel like they're the best in the world. Do you understand? And I'll make sure, of course, the brands are valid. They are not scam brands, or they don't have no integrity. So by the time I ensure that these brands are intact, you understand? And I create videos, have 20 options to make money. You get? Oh, like I did these 5 videos for you, you understand? I would love you to support my content creator journey with a professional camera, 700,000. Some of them wouldn't mind, you understand? Or I want to have a brand deal, I can do 3 videos for you every month. I know I don't have a big channel, but you can share them on your own channel as content. And I do them well, you get? And they will be persuaded. So some people are waiting for ad revenue when they would have been knocking, disturbing Coca-Cola handle and Pepsi handle with content. Do you understand? One brand, I don't know if you saw those things that happen on Twitter. One brand just come out of nowhere and be like, sure. And do you understand? And be like, this person did this thing, come and collect a free plate of rice. Chicken Republic. Even if I don't like the rice. Do you understand? Like, do you understand? You can just do, like, maybe like a benefit offer, you get. You just do a video of yourself running. Hunger. You get, and then you're running to a place, no. You now see Chicken Republic, you're happy. Do you understand? And Chicken Republic you just tag them on that and they'll be happy. You get? Just those little things. They'll be like, you now tag them in publicly. I say, Chicken Republic, I did this video for you. Can I go and collect a plate of food? Do you understand? And that's just how little by little somebody may see that be like, come and do one for us. If you can do this thing, come, let's talk. You understand? But the problem with a lot of us is that fear and timidity. That is why in our trainings, these are like, you go for trainings and then they teach you and they allow you to live your life. You are not going to live your life. No, it's a truth, no, very factually. You will do your recording, say you see the place, this place is fine like this, right? We will be recording. If you want to be shy, we will post it for you. Because it must go live. It's a truth, because what is stopping? You can imagine a whole destiny ahead of you. And you are subjecting yourself to fear and timidity. No, God has sent us messengers of light. But you have to pay for the training, obviously. but on a very serious note, it's one of the things I'm passionate about, very frankly. There is a lot of potential within every single one of us. You understand? But we are allowing fear hold you back. Meanwhile, one crazy person. Do you see Sabinus? Do you see the embarrassment he puts in his life to make money? Honorably and respectfully to him. Do you understand? But do you see that? Or brain jotter? People go there and they are the ones making it. But you that have more talents than them, more giftings than them, what you are afraid of is what people will say. I used to tell our students at skill to skill that you have to choose one. You are either broke, I'm like, you see, you're either broke and bold, you get, or you are shy and rich. You can't be broke and shy at the same time. It's a problem. You have to pick one. Broke and bold or shy and rich. Just choose one. And that's what social media is about. Visibility and going out there. You embarrass yourself but you will learn. You will grow. The day you start succeeding, you want those things to be throwback. Do you understand? Like these videos now I'm doing are throwback. Throwback when we are doing pay us for our masterclass. Do you understand? So these are like very critical things that you need to just open up to. There are possibilities out there. Let me even give you guys an example. You see this training facility now. You understand? God bless Mr. Priye and the entire seat. They found us online. Yes, we were trying to bargain in the millions of one facility somebody was supposed to give us, and we were trying to have a deal. You understand? And then we just got the call. We got the facility you guys can come and use. Let's discuss. Online, we trained one student who was a student here. The opportunities that are available, don't know whether you're in ministry or do you understand? Somebody can call you to speak. When I started this online thing, doing teachings and trainings, that's how I got to Port Harcourt, I spoke in Port Harcourt. I was, not now that I'm very busy, then I had time to do webinars. A lot of speaking engagements, a lot of people I know today that have given me jobs and projects came from online. So, like, the way people don't understand the way, no, I have work to do. So, brand deals and UGCs are very important. If you're a big creator, they come to you. If you're a small one, you go to them. Yeah. So, then there is the content license. This is very rare, but if you have a video, if you have a channel, for instance, there's somebody that has sold all the videos on his channel. The future revenue of the video is the company's responsibility. They call it content licensing. So it's more like I have done 200 videos on my channel, they get views every day, and I make money off it. But I want to make the money ahead of time. You understand? So I go to a content licensing company and say, I have 200 videos. They're averaging 100,000 views every month. You get 100,000 views gives me like $10,000. If I stay every month, I can get $10,000 for 1 year. I'll get $120,000. Do you understand? But I want you to pay me $1 million and have the video for the rest of its life on YouTube. Do you see that, right? So they will now choose to, and I'll tell them I'm still making more videos, so those old ones will still be pushing. Do you understand? They are ever-growing videos. You get it? And so the company will give you $1 million, but you no longer have revenue of those videos. You understand? You have licensed the content to them. They can carry it, for instance, if I license my content to Netflix and take my content and put it on their platform. Do you understand? You can license to any platform. You get the point? So that's what they call content licensing. And then some people use events as well too, to market their product. They will build an audience, just do an online event, masterclass, webinar. Exactly somebody like him that does speak so loud. He has grown a TikTok audience like 2,000. Can do a masterclass, even if it's 3 people that attended, they pay him maybe $5, $10, $100. It's a good start. One of the things that people don't understand in life is when you want to be, let's say, you do construction. There's somebody that does construction. Okay, you don't do construction. Okay.
Yo, this guys scaling,
Okay, he has done. Okay, you work with construction. So if you're entering those kind of industries, one of the things you tell yourself is you start by collecting small money, right? Just anyhow, just so that you start. But when people come online, they want to start by collecting big money. You get. So I tell a lot of students that 1,000 is not a bad idea. Forget about the value of what you are giving. You are starting. That's the most important thing. Starting. Because you won't take that 1,000 forever. Do you understand? Over time, you're going to grow capacity, grow knowledge and influence. You understand? And then you'll be able to charge more. There's one influencer that I knew when he was 40,000 followers. And then I was running an influencer campaign for a company, and I contacted him. The company wanted to do influencing. And this guy said 1 million a post. I can't remember his name. 1 million for one Instagram post. I went back to social media, I looked at it. I looked at the email. Something was like, I knew when this guy started. Do you understand? There's no way his stock was supposed to be 1 million. But that's where it is, whether I like it or not. Do you understand? If I wanted the company to work with him, I would have convinced them to pay him 1 million. That was worth it. Does it make sense? So there's always a start for everything. So these are the various ways. Now for YouTube, the most important one for YouTube is usually the ad revenue because of so many things. But let me take you a little bit deep into monetization on YouTube. There's one they call CPM and RPM. So he has a digital marketing channel, and then he has a motivational speaking or public speaking channel where he teaches people personal growth, personal development. Now, his channel can have 1,000 views. His own channel can have 1,000 views. He makes $10. He makes $10 for every 1,000 views. He makes $3 for every 1,000 views. The same number of views were different because of one thing: the advertisers. The people who are advertising to digital marketers or people who are watching these videos are willing to pay more because they are selling something tangible, maybe the software. Do you understand? But maybe the people who are advertising for people who are doing personal development is only selling all those people that used to do e-book subscription services. Get, and they are not willing to pay huge amount of money for it. So that's what we call RPM, revenue per mile. But every niche has what they call CPM, cost. So this CPM is more like within the digital marketing niche, the maximum that they can pay people should be like $30 for every 1,000 views. Do you understand? Then the maximum they can pay in this niche can be like $10. So a niche has CPM, but the account has RPM. Another thing that can determine the account is this: Nigerians are watching these videos, but people in the UK and US are watching these videos. So advertisers are willing to pay the same company, but they are willing to pay more for people in Europe and in the US than for people in Nigeria. So if you have an audience of Nigerians, you're most likely going to make way less money than somebody who has an international audience. Do you understand? So these are one of the things that determine your earnings, on YouTube. Cost per mile. It's relative to it's relative to, it applies to both the advertiser. For instance, now if I want to advertise on YouTube, I also have a CPM as an advertiser. Do you understand? So revenue per mile, cost per mile, they're basically the same thing. So this is what advertisers are willing to pay. This is what YouTube is going to pay. Not to talk about the fact that YouTube only gives you 45% of the revenue. Do you understand? So that's why YouTube is powerful, because they are only people that do revenue. They give you anything advertisers pay them. They pay you 45% of it. Straight up. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So this is basically for YouTube. Now we'll just briefly look at Facebook and TikTok, and that would be it. I would answer questions, and then we'll talk about both the master class and full training. So Now, TikTok people, who's monetizing TikTok here? I'm monetizing Facebook. So, I'll just put TikTok and Facebook by the side because they are most likely the same thing. And Zuckerberg are copying people, and that's how we are doing it. Except Facebook, anyway, that was an ingenious idea. Instagram was bought, WhatsApp was bought, Metaverse was bought. Max is just great at copying. That's why I say you also copy. So, now when it has to do with TikTok, Nigerians account obviously are not monetizing ad revenue in TikTok. So you have to have a UK account. That's why some people are selling UK accounts. If you want to buy.
Someone in UK, let someone to open from there.
Yeah, you can. You can, definitely. But you have to, the person has to know you enough because, for instance, I was talking to one of my uncles in the US. They're supposed to subscribe for something, and he was like, "Ah, no, he can't use his card to do it because he doesn't know how it's going to be used in Nigeria. And if anything happens, the US government will track it. Everybody has an. It's not in Nigeria that I can use the card, make it run away. No police will know what state I'm in. Do you understand? But they can find you. They will find you. Do you understand?
But those people that are doing that, they are teachers to operate UK and finance. I think
Those people are using. They are not in UK. For instance, their websites now where they buy phone numbers.
VPN.
VPN itself is a bad idea because your consistency of your VPN and TikTok is big enough to build systems to understand what VPN is. VPN doesn't, VPN doesn't, not all VPNs hide your original IP. They just redirect it, you get it. And they have, some companies can release the data to another company based on agreement. So if you're using a particular VPN company like NordVPN, I'm sorry, Nord, if you're seeing this for, I'm just giving an example. And Nord has a policy that they allow companies to check in case of content activity. TikTok can literally have access to where all the people using VPN in Nigeria, they block all of them. Do you understand? And they can track everybody. But it's what those people do is that they buy UK phone number, you understand? And some of them have a way of course, figuring out how to do it there. But what I advise is this. If you want to make the best use of monetizing any platform, don't follow all those routes. Like, I know you can do it, and the truth is that there are some of them that we can teach you. But very frankly, it's just too much emotional stress. So you already have to create content. We now want to make it harder by using the one that tomorrow they can just wake up in the morning and say they have finally found how all of you have phone numbers in the UK that are not in the UK. Do you now see the point? And they can now block all of it. You see? And so all your investment have done. But Facebook literally allows, so why don't you just use Facebook? So Facebook now, they even design, and so not just a nice person. He decided to even make personal profile monetizable. So if you're in your Facebook dashboard, you go to your profile, you look for those three dots that are there, and then you go down, and you're going to see turn to professional page. You get it? And so as soon as you turn into a professional page, your account can be monetizable. They will start by giving you some of these stuff like membership perks and all those things. But for you to actually get a monetized account, the same thing with YouTube. You have to do like 60,000 minutes. 60,000 minutes, and I think this is in 60 days. 60,000 minutes in 60 days and 5,000 followers. 5,000 followers. And then what they are going to monetize for you specifically is particularly your. It's not real that they are monetizing it. The real, they only call big influencers, so are the ones that they monetize their reels. They have to invite you into the monetization program. So, you will start making money from the dashboard based on all your posts, whether text posts or everything. Okay, so that's like Facebook monetization. What I usually advise on every single platform is have this basic architecture, have the channel or a brand architecture, monetization brand architecture that literally helps you come up with products or tiny things, you understand, that you can put in your videos that would actually help you monetize way earlier. Okay? Though there is a very probable danger to it anyway, because people don't feel good when they are seeing your content for the first time and you're asking them to do something. So, but there's always a way for you to make it sound friendly, nice, and basic. Which is more like, oh, actually, I have this free gift for you, or I have something you can just check in the link, you understand? You'll find the price by themselves. But there's always a way to figure it out. Now, the same thing for content strategy or content mastery. It's just the same thing I talked about for YouTube. Find what works, copy. You understand? Those of you that want to do faceless, it's a different world we need to look at it during masterclass or when we are actually doing personal training. Let me touch IG. Now, the way IG works, what you monetize IG is brand deals. This is where it works. Brand deals, products, and services. So IG works best for personal brands. Personal brands. If you're somebody like him now, you can easily monetize in IG. Build a following, and then you offer your services to them. You understand? And then you can now look for brands, especially when you have a large following. Having a large following still matters. I don't know somebody. The guy that teaches Facebook ads, the largest in the world, he has 365,000 followers on YouTube. When Facebook wants to create a feature, they call me. Do you understand? Facebook Meta calls him, and they're like, "I come and check out this thing you just built." He has the largest community of Facebook advertisers in the world.
It's in Nigeria.
No, it's in UK. He has it because he has an agency that runs £10 million of ads every month. He's not the largest in the world. There are companies, there are advertising agencies that pay 100 million every month. But he just created the most content on Facebook ads, and none of us like it. You get? So he's not the biggest, he doesn't have the biggest agency in the world. He just has the most content on that niche. He doesn't talk about any other thing. Just Facebook advertising. Just Facebook advertising. What's it? Ben. Just search Ben. Facebook ads. It's like it's the biggest on YouTube, so you find him anywhere. You get. So Ben. Great guy. I love how he teaches. I don't know how his videos are longer. And I see his videos on YouTube. I've said this in just 5 minutes. Just as an interesting way of making videos longer. And he made it. He justified like because I do Facebook ads a lot, and there's something I'm looking for. But he just takes you through one very sweet journey. I'm like, can you just tell me straight up the new feature? And then just takes you one sweet journey, and then he now tells you, like, seriously, you needed to get to 17 minutes. So, but it's also sorry. So one other very interesting thing about YouTube when you start getting into YouTube is the length of your video. Very tiny things that matter. Like videos that are easily you get more money on have to be 8 minutes and more. Yes. You don't see that some people make sure their videos are 8 minutes. Like do you realize some people are just wasting your time? They have 8 minutes and 40 seconds, 8 minutes and 20 seconds, some of them. That video has no business being 8 minutes. It's because when a video is less than 4 minutes, you only put 1 ad on it. 1 ad on it at the beginning. But when a video is more than 8 minutes, you can put 2 ads on it. Remember, they pay you for every single impression.
Just on Facebook, I want to add this thing. For example, now immediately you move your normal profile to professional mode, you start saying boost. Now my question is what effect does the boosting of it have on the monetization?
So the reason why you're telling you boost is because you just turned your personal account into a page, into a business page. So you can also advertise. It's marketing strategy. It's not putting it does anywhere. If you are boosting, that means you are paying for Facebook to push your post that to pay you. You are paying them.
Does that affect your monetization?
No, it doesn't.
On YouTube, you can advertise your videos. I can do a YouTube video and comment on it.
They cannot be paid for it.
Even if you have AdSense on it, the money you are spending, the money you are spending, you don't get it. Like every advertiser is paying your niche and the people that want to watch your video. Like another people, you are paying them a particular amount of money. Let's say they are paying them $3. YouTube is going to give you 45% of that money. You will be paying $3 to get 45% of $3. Do you understand? For every 1,000 impressions. Yes, it's not a math. That math is not working. It's not math. It's like a 0-0. You can do that to boost your subscribers. For instance, you have 4,000 watch hours, but you don't have subscribers. You can run Facebook ads, gather people into a group, tell them to subscribe, watch a video. You can do that. Because I see some people who are already hit 4,000 watch hours, but their problem is few subscribers, 100, 500. I'm like, why?
Once you use at the same time, but the two go at the same time.
Yes, before you monetize, you will have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Both has to be at the same level. Yeah. If you have 1,000 watch hours, this is not going to 4,000. 4,000 watch hours, but you have not got to 1,000 subscribers, you won't be monetized. You can't apply for money.
The Facebook is 6,000.
Yeah, 60,000 minutes and 65
on Facebook.
Yeah, 60,000. Within 60 days.
Within 60 days, and you see on the not of 5,000 followers.
Yes, and 5,000
When you have got to, for example, now on your professional mode, before you have like maybe on your page you have less. Then on professional mode now you have over 5,000. So which means that the professional mode can monetize faster than the.
Yes. Professional mode, that's the reason why they created the professional mode. It can be monetized faster. Because for instance now, personally, I had 4,900 followers on Facebook. And then I converted my personal account to professional, you understand? So if I want to monetize in 60,000 minutes, I can do it in 1 month.
You can do more.
Yes. Like all this content, I can just call video editors and edit and uploading 5 contents a day, 5 contents a day. And people keep watching. I can even do a live. I can sit down and do a 60 minutes live where I'm teaching for 7 hours. Like, like I have 5,000 followers, 5,000 people know me. Yeah,
your target now is to eat the.
I'm not interested in Facebook monetization personally, so I'm not really interested. If I want, I can do it in 1 month. I think I should, right? Maybe I will do it in May. Like, it's a very simple 60 like, it's what we do in YouTube it's a very simple thing. I love YouTube. I just love YouTube. I really don't. Facebook is stressful to me. So, but and everybody has their goals. I talked about it in the first training we did. That if I wanted to make a lot of money from all these things, I will not be teaching it. I'll just sit down and implement it. I love this. This is what I was called to do. This is what I enjoy. You understand? So every other person enjoy. They have their own. You understand? But this is mine. I have people in my company that they don't. It's the money they are making, you understand? And they are there working and helping me. You get? I love teaching. And that's what I want to do. You get? So everybody has their goals, you get the point. I wanted to, if I was interested in this movie, I would monetize things. And be stressing yourself, I need to go sleep to make more money. Money comments. So, I made a lot of money, I will still make more. It's not going to change anything. But I feel like I said this last week, I still say it every week. The reason why we do this is because this continent, and Nigeria especially, is heading into a crisis. We're heading into a crisis economically. We have a creative disadvantage. There are young people, they don't have skills, they are no jobs. It's going to get worse. No government, no president, doesn't matter how good he is, can save this country. So if nobody is at the forefront of helping young people get into the industry, teach them. If I get 3 million or 5 million Nigerians to master these things, do you understand I can shift the entire economy? Because their money is going to be coming from Facebook and Instagram. And, do you understand? Outside into the country. And these people can build businesses and take care of their families. You don't get it. Like I can change the world. That's the power of what we do. You get it. It's not just about like making money. Somebody has to sacrifice something for something. So my interest, and the reason why I say it is because those of you that will teach, for instance now, our social media monetization and mastery program, the 1 month or the 2 weeks on, is at 80,000, including coaching. And you're going to be learning 6 skills: graphics design, video editing, social media management. Then you're going to be learning how to monetize actually on social media, how to create title, thumbnails. Do you understand? And some of you are interested in Facebook and Instagram ads. These are skills that a hall here will charge you 150,000 for one. Have you gone to learn video editing somewhere? And yet you are getting 6 with full coaching and personalized coaching for 80,000. Come on.
What is duration?
We have a 2 weeks. There's 2 weeks, and then there's 1 month. So 2 weeks, all of them are eight major classes, 3 hours. 3 hours. So the 1 month is weekends alone, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
You understand? The 2 weeks is Monday to Thursday, with 4 times. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks. That's 8 days. Yes, that's 8 days. And then you learn everything. That's after the 8 days. You are now supposed to come whenever you want for 1 month for your practice, because that's really teaching you. Do you understand? For instance, now she's Spain, right? So she wants to do ministry. When she's done learning, after her 2 weeks or her 1 month, the next month, she will now have to come for us to start working on her stuff. Which is, yes, optimize your page. Have you created your content? Have you edited it? This thing is not good. Change this title, change this thumbnail, do this better. You understand? That's where the real money is. Teaching you can do it for free. You get it? And some people don't even know where the real substance of everything is. The coaching, the mentorship. And so that's what we are offering. I really want every single one of you to sign up for it. The reason is because we're only doing it in May.
It's me.
Yes. Only May. Only May. So we had a management meeting and they told us not to continue after May. They said we're spending so much money. Yeah, so we can only do it in May. This particular one only be in May. For June, we cannot guarantee there will be a social media mastery on Monetization. It's just May. So, but those of you that cannot do that, we have a 1-day masterclass. 3rd week in May, 3rd Saturday in May. It's 1 day, 20K. 1 full day, 9 a.m. down to 9 p.m.
9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I'll be here 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's practical. You can come with things. Yeah, practical. It's a workshop. You come with your laptop, you come with your phones, and you just start working.
Good for 1 day.
Yeah, just for 1 day.
I didn't learn everything.
It's just 20K. Okay? It's just 20,000.
The total of 1 day like that, as well, after leaving this Facebook as going to another topic, maybe some things.
No. What we are taking is just monetization. That's it. You get your content strategy, your channel architecture, you understand?
Thumbnails and all those.
Yeah, all those. We are looking at making money from social media. It's not the skill hole. You understand? The full one is where you have to learn a bit of all the skills. You understand? And then when you have learned all the skills and how to do everything, you now start practicing. Master classes, the assumption is that you already have significant part of the skill, or you just want to know the money thing deep. You understand? And so that's where we'll show you back end of some of the channels we're working on. You get content strategies, we'll also give some of you tools. We have 200, I think it's about 200 and something titles and thumbnails of viral videos, because we study these things. That's how we know what works. Like, there's a research team now that's working on, so somebody working on finance as an industry, 100 viral videos. Somebody has finished working on business, 100 viral videos, title and thumbnails. We have paid AI that studies everything and then comes up with suggestions. Do you understand? So we have invested a whole lot, like when this is what we do. Like we have a whole company called NGT Media. That's all the company does. Monetize social media. So we'll be using those tools and everything we learned from actively trying to do this to literally helping you how you can be able to achieve it. So it's all, like my advice is just we take I wish we were doing it in June, but for June we have like a whole lot of other plans. So we still have free trainings and masterclass in June. I'm not sure, or after this meeting, Ogochuka and the management will be able to say like, this is my job. My job is to teach. Yes. And so the other people will give us advice and help us make good decisions as a company. So I would love everybody to at least pick one, the workshop or this thing. We may, for those of you that are here and are signing up today, like those of you that are here, because we have like 200 people on the group chat, you understand? And some of them will be interested, some of them will not be interested to get. But people who have attended for these 3 weeks, if you pay for the full training, you get access to the workshop too. Do you understand? And then those of you that will pay for only the workshop, we'll try to see if we can make the workshop 2 times. Maybe one Saturday we do the whole training, the other day you can now come and practice and we're here to help you. You get. But the leverage we're giving, the company's meeting is just to run the workshop. Just run the workshop. It's costing us like this is all money, you understand? Every time we have to show up, it's costing the company money. And so some people are really concerned to make sure that we don't get into the wrong track. So but I really I wish we can do more, but let me look at everything more we can do. LinkedIn, good. Especially for someone like him that writes. If you write, LinkedIn is not very bad. Do you understand?
But we will pay.
You said? No, you don't pay, but you can get money. Do you want to get money or not? Yeah, LinkedIn.
Sir, what
You guys don't know LinkedIn?
What of Instagram does? Instagram?
No, Instagram does pay. Or you can monetize the products and services so that we get to monetize on Instagram. Instagram does well in personal brands. No, they don't pay. But you grow an audience. I already told you guys this thing. It's audience. When you hear money, it's audience. They are paying for attention. Go and collect attention, you get money. There are what we call cash pages or cash brands. I don't know how many of you see all those Instagram channels, Naira Mentor, Millionaire Mentor, they post motivational things. They have 1 million followers. People are paying them for advertising. You will see them put one story. This guy and his wife started with $5 and now they made 1 million from real estate every month. That's an advert. It sounded like a motivational story where the next slide will not be the guy, I was once broke, I did not know what to do. You know, that's not motivational. People pay for it. Oh, you think that was they were motivating you? It's called brand deals. All those personal influencers that want to grow their brand will go to those team pages or cash brands and pay them. They will not write this captivating motivational story about the person. And then go to the caption, you now see follow this person for more. They just collected $5,000 and they will do it like 4 times in 1 month. That's all. If you can grow a team page on Instagram, which is part of what we'll be teaching during the full monetization class, team pages on Instagram. Like you don't have to create the video yourself, you see them, all those podcast videos that somebody will cut and put together, you understand? And they will be posting, nobody knows who owns the channel. The only thing you see on the channel are videos of other people talking, right? Who does Instagram well here? You do what? So you see all of those stuff on Instagram, they are team pages.
What was a revamping Instagram? What does it mean?
Revamping Instagram means like your Instagram is not fine, it's not attractive. You want to make it fine and attractive. We call it Instagram revamp. It's re-optimizing your Instagram page. Yeah. Those are like basic stuff. You learn like first or second day of very, very basic.
Like the
Consider that they have
class.
business Instagram account and the normal Instagram.
Yes, yes, you can have a personal, you can have a private page, you can have personal, you can have professional, you can have a business page. They're all different. A business page, you can put your address on it. A creator account, you can put an address on it. You understand? A business page, you can only use certain songs to do Instagram videos. A creator page, you can use any kind of songs as a way. So, you can use any kind of songs on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. There are like different things. One of the reasons why I would really love you guys to sign up for the training is because even if you don't want to build anything for yourself, you can literally just start a social media agency with everything you plan. You can literally start a social media agency with everything you plan. Like with what you're learning, you can go and start doing it for other people and getting paid. It's just as simple as that.
Where is the light man?
But you guys, give me the date again. Ninth. Which one is ninth? The full class is ninth. The ninth.
Night.
Yes, ninth.
That is the same.
Yeah.
The part and the
The weekend one is when? That next Saturday. No, give me the dates. All the dates are written in that. Just give me all the dates. Just give me all the dates. Is it too close? Is the date too close? It's not too close now. Chinedu, which one are you signing for? Masterclass?
Now one day works.
One day works. Okay. You guys are busy making money.
Every day is morning.
When is the masterclass?
the weekend matter also.
The one day you're going to do is 17th of May.
You said the masterclass is 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Masterclass.
Okay, no. There's a full training. Give me that entire brief, please. Just give me a minute. Let me give you guys a breakdown of everything. It's on that phone, don't worry. It's on that phone. Let me give you guys a breakdown of everything. Especially for the full. Let's see. Okay, so this is what you're getting for the full day. We have 1 month and we have 2 weeks. Graphics design, video editing, social media management.
Can you send it on?
Yeah, sure. We'll send it
on
on
the group
WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Yeah, we'll send it. So creative writing, Facebook ads, copywriting, AI content creation, and social media monetization. 1, 2, 3. So these are all the things you are learning within that class. And then you're also going to, the class is starting for the 2 weeks, on the 12th to 15th of May and 19th to 22nd of May. So these are like the dates for the 2 weeks one. Then for the 1 month one, it's starting on the 9th, 10th, 16th to 17th, 23rd, 24th, all the dates are here and everything. Then, whether you're paying for the 2 weeks or the 1 month, you have access to 1 month coaching. You have access to the facility has laptops, so in case you don't want to bring your own laptop, you can use the laptop in the facility. There's internet, and then we are going to coach and work with you one-on-one. And then you have access to any of our trainings or anything, courses on that. Yeah, so that's it. But for the master class, what we'll be focusing on is monetization. YouTube class after this is for the full training, that's 80,000 naira. The 1 day master class, that is 20,000 naira. What we are going to drill down is YouTube and Facebook monetization. the ones that pay you directly. We can't do TikTok because TikTok doesn't pay Nigerians yet, and I'm not ready to get involved in all those unnecessary stuff. YouTube and Facebook monetization. It's just a one-day stuff. We look at
even how to make the gateway payments, all those things.
all those things, creating a dollar account, all those basic stuff. So, creating a dollar account, but you have to. The most important thing that there are skills involved. You understand, and so you have to be able to like at least have those skills that you will use. You get. So people who I advise the monetization for are people that already have basic skills. Yeah, basic social media skills already. You get. Like they know how to optimize, set up, do research. You get. But those are very important things that you may not be able to like delve into. You get. But if you do not have so much of like the skills, just go for the full one, you will still have access to the entire workshop. Like the masterclass you're paying for. If you pay 80,000, you will get both 20,000 more. Do you understand?
The price of the masterclass.
So
Yes.
the 12 to 15th, what was the time?
Yeah, weekends.
The weekends own wait, the time is here.
It's when you send it.
And send it, if
Yes,
you
we will send everything, the breakdown of everything. Yeah, on WhatsApp. We have all your contacts, right?
Yes.
So Zoe, you can send that brief to her, let she start. Zoe, rather. Let Zoe start sending it to everybody. So at least you guys they make your decisions. Yes. This is the hall we are using, so we can only sit limited people. Just to say, our agreement with the facilities, we cannot overshoot this. So as soon as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What's the payment plan?
We don't really have a payment plan because the one day masterclass.
I mean
the one you can secure your slot with how much 40,000 naira. Then before the training, you do the balance. Yeah. We don't really have anybody to be calling like my madam there is busy, so she doesn't have time to be calling. We need your balance, so we have to we have to pay the full balance before we start the class.
I'm afraid of this full.
Wow, is it too much?
It's my time.
Okay.
I have a lot now.
Okay.
But I'm looking at how it will go.
Okay, no problem, that's fine. That's fine. So thank you. I'll just opportunity just going to round up. If you have any questions.
No, it seems like the way you were talking, it seems like you started this training.
Yes. We did.
I just saw this something on Facebook.
On Facebook. No, we see how the videos you can watch. Yeah. We see how the videos you can watch. So they will give you like an overview. Yeah, go ahead.
Then again, I talked to this my sister. She was talking about the video of ministry and so
Yeah.
and we were like, we come after the like you come. How do you forgot how you said it? Like you just come back to that. But I was now like just looking at that of what they call Gary said.
Yeah.
Very easy to ministry.
Yeah.
And what I was like thinking is that this one wants to go for that a ministry or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that the person would be like all this life.
And it's one of the ways. It's the reason why ministry is very it's the reason why ministry is very complicated. It's because Pastor Jerry is not it's not a social media strategy. Do you understand? It was an instruction from God. Yes. So YouTube algorithm just favored God's instruction. You understand? But we are professionals, so we are coming on this from a professional point of view. You get. Now, it doesn't override whatever instruction you have or what your need is. The whole idea is that we will give you a strategy on you should try doing lives, you understand, depending on where you want to monetize Facebook or this thing you get. You start doing lives, and then we will also try to see how we can help you with the kind of topics that people are more interested in hearing about when you have to do things you can teach about that people will want to hear about based on their search engine. Do you understand? And contents that other people are listening to. And it doesn't mean you cannot talk about what you feel led to. It just means you have to use that to also talk about both of them at once. So we do the technical strategy part of it. It doesn't override the cause of your personality.
And again, sir, you know when you go online, when someone go online and say a lot of you know the way you were talking about this YouTube
Yeah.
I just feel like it's not like people just say it online. Like, okay, you that they can help you to maybe train someone to get his monetize, maybe within some days or within some weeks, all those things like that. But like you said here now, the monetization is not the problem, but to start making the money.
Yeah.
But they just tell people that the way to maybe pay, they will teach you how to monetize all those things. But for someone to not get all those views, all those reach the what they call it, some other things that are involved.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not something like this.
Yes. and it's the reason why our food training is important because we're not teaching you this. You get monetized on the way to do that. You understand? The goal is you can be able to create an entire source of income or revenue. Just
Like what you said also, that like someone that wants to really get monetized maybe
yeah.
that you like prepare maybe a kind of maybe 50 videos
Yeah.
before you start pushing it out.
Yeah.
But you know, like I went to a training, one free training one time, and I was all these folklore, stories
Online. Yeah.
Then when you actually study all these things, people say open their post and they posted those things like that. But I now have some of the links because it's very quality. How my body because if he does it the first day, it was everything is just shake and
Exactly.
yeah, body posted it before he did the other videos. Maybe it took half or maybe 2 days to finish everything. All I have to do is posted another one, time all those things.
Yeah.
To really continue something there. So now I what I just saying here that if someone wants to go into all those things.
Like I said, you have to prepare.
Or there's even the person song that won't be like he wants to be talking himself or do something like all those things like that. I think they want to sing something. But if it's something that you need to,
Which one are you interested in personally?
not this YouTube, I don't think that YouTube can because someone like me, I just feel like I need to know more about digital marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram, Google ads, all that so that someone can know all these things also, someone can use it. Like you said, if someone learns this thing, you might not use it to maybe for yourself, but you can use it to get some maybe get clients and maybe company or brands advertise for them and get paid. So that's the thing I'm most like looking for. We use gain knowledge of all these get companies that can advertise their products like that. Also, I want to go for African marketing. I want to do African marketing. I know all these things. To other people that use my product. So that.
It's fine. We have if it's digital marketing you want to make, we have like a 1 month is digital marketing at 54 video classes. So 3 hours. Because that interesting. I'm a digital marketer, that's where it is like so digital marketing digital marketing just like when people want to learn, is digital marketing that opens you up to all this monetization stuff.
Yes.
Digital marketing is just good. It's the best. Especially you guys are doing graphics. I started with graphics. I was doing Photoshop. Like, that was where I made my first file. Yeah, 2015. So that's why I started with graphics. But there's just so much you can do.
Everything was Photoshop.
Yeah.
On this screen like this.
No, I wouldn't do, but
Yeah.
they are Photoshop.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Which app are you that?
Canva.
That Photoshop, I don't think someone can just master it within that 4 days.
You just want to
It's
make
quite-
this
No, you can.
Well,
You can. It's just what you want to do with it. That's the problem. If you want to just create flyers, don't let Photoshop into media. You understand? For you as a digital marketer, anybody who wants to do digital marketing shouldn't be bothering about independence skill sets, know them. For instance, under digital marketing, we have email marketing, we have Facebook, we have Google Ads, or we have copywriting. So you generally want to be very good at copywriting, and then good at other few things that you want to major, like email marketing, or Facebook and Instagram marketing, or social media marketing. So, but digital marketing, like, you should transition, you need career transition right now. As a matter of fact, one of World Economic Forum 2025 reports, one of the skills that are going obsolete is graphic design, alongside typewriting and data entry. Yeah, so graphic design is on a downward spiral right now. That's the big boot here about to sink.
I guess I was saying something on my yesterday, but I couldn't get, but I knew that there should be an AI for this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not much good in graphic. I made this post, pixel graph, pixel lab, sometimes because that was like during the lockdown. But there's something that I'm not doing because the shit I watched, there's one guy that's doing graphic design. Yeah, I was like, there should be an AI when you can clone a kind of so already existing what's it called? Like one of the works he has done. He has just placed the money in AI. The AI can now like clone a kind of like how I can edit this like that of Canva like that he already is like okay, if someone now give me a kind of design, I think to send it to you. I don't know how to design, I don't know how to send it. Then we will now take it back here. Yeah, we now help me to just like
I don't think there is now, but Canva will definitely get there.
ahead. So I was like searching for such AI yesterday, and I really get that kind of AI. I'll become a young designer.
Please come up.
I don't know, personally. And there are people who actually give access to that. They have a part of our team that do it and so they use us. Yeah, $500. Yeah. Yeah. Right? No, I just thought so much. She'll give me their contacts. 500 every month. Yeah. I don't know. They have it. But I mean, my company pays Canva every month. Okay, yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's what I still use. It's just amazing. Okay, thank you everybody.
And I'm coming because of you.
Okay.
I want to catch up for me.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Thank you
all right.
everyone for joining. If you are interested in signing up, I didn't get it. Thank you everyone. Please, can we take a picture? This one.